what's up everybody? This is that dysfunctional gamer coming at you from RGX with a little bit of Dragon Soul PvE content on Warmaster normal mode. Sorry, no heroic mode just yet. Probably not for a long while actually. Anywho, at a glance this fight seems very complex, and in some instances it kinda is. In reality it's just a really busy freaking fight. There's a lot of ads to worry about. People are all over the place. It's mostly ad control. It is a partial DPS race because otherwise if you don't kill things fast enough you get overrun. Like see here, we got a couple extra ads coming down just as we finished off those two. So I mean, if you get overrun it starts to hurt a lot. Now from a warrior tank perspective, you know, it's not very difficult. I have the ability where I can disarm, you know, whichever ad I'm tanking, so every time a new ad pops up I can disarm them and I take a little bit less damage, you know, and the healers are happy. I don't have to pop as many cooldowns, you know, and everybody's kosher, all excited and shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, when you're tanking, it's important that the tanks tank these two ads as close together as possible. Now a lot of people will say, oh, tanks don't get in the onslaught, but you want as many people sharing that damage as possible. It makes life a lot easier on the healers. Sadly, yes, those ads are probably going to strike some of the other characters in your team with their cleaves, but you know what? They should also L2 stand someplace safe as well. This fight is especially fun as a combat rogue, which is what I normally play in this content, because you have the ability to cleave the crap out of those things. And you know, I personally pull well over 30k on this fight, whereas the guy here, I guess he's not as experienced with the rogue, you know, whatever. But yeah, the other thing to worry about is those sappers. You know, regardless whether the boss comes down, you got to get those sappers down or they're going to do heavy damage. Now when Warmaster finally comes down, you know, he has his dragon to help out. The range got to go kill him, and you got to freaking swap the tanks off on, you know, at probably most 2 stacks, because otherwise it really starts to hurt when he does that sunder armor. And aside from that, he's just like a warrior tank. He builds vengeance. So the more damage he takes, he's going to start freaking hurting you. He's going to punch you in your face. But hey, you know what? It's like no other boss really gets stronger the more damage you do, so hey, you know, why is it fair? But yeah, we have a couple of slip-ups here and there. The chamois drops due to whatever reason. I believe it was AoE, and you know, it starts to get a little bit entertaining here, and you're gonna see why in a sec, because important thing is to get the hell out of the way of Shockwave, and boom! 2 people drop like freaking flies because they got hit by the Shockwave. Now, my friend Sue's here. She's that boomkin. You're going to see her. She demonstrates exactly what not to do. And I got to poke at her a little bit because she came into this raid completely sloshed. See, you see her there running there, that little boomkin? She's going to take it to the face again. Boom! Alright, now let's see that instant replay. And she face plants. Now that is one fried laser turkey. Oh yeah, I just went there. Nah, but in all seriousness, she is actually a very awesome player. She just had a little bit too many rum and cokes last night, I suppose you could say. So yeah, picking it back up, you basically just keep on swapping off. It becomes a real pain in the ass, real dangerous with the enrage timer if you lose people. But ultimately, so long as everybody does what they have to, gets the hell out of the way of those damn shockwaves, you're going to bring this guy down. And I mean downtown, okay? And it ain't going to cost you a thing. You just bring him down, and that's it. Now see, I almost dropped here and I had to pop some cooldowns because, yeah, like I said on the prior video, some of the healers were making me just a wee bit nervous. And see here, that's another important thing. When you're a DPS on this fight, don't stand behind the freaking tank, because we should not have to move for your dumbass getting Shockwave. Okay? I mean, It's not that hard not to stand behind the tank. And I even said it in the raid because I was like, really guys, why, like, were you checking out my ass? I mean, I know my warrior's all sexy and shit, but, you know, that doesn't mean you gotta be looking at my butt because it's off limits, okay? Okay. So yeah, there you have it. I mean, aside from ad control, getting into the onslaughts, trying to soak up as many of those little things, it's really quite straightforward of a fight once you get the hang of it. Anywho guys, I hope you enjoyed this content. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel and to RGX, and I hope you guys have an outstanding day or night wherever it is you may be. Peace.